I'm Nick DiGiovanni, and you're watching Celeb Secrets TV. I've been cooking my whole life, and then I had this crazy opportunity to do MasterChef last year. And so I suddenly found myself every single day with Gordon Ramsay and then Aaron Sanchez, Joe Bastian, just those three judges, learning so much. Obviously getting yelled at a lot by Gordon, but that's just how it is, and had a lot of fun. So now I'm kind of exploring that food path and trying to kind of carry all of that on to some other things with food. I got out there not with many expectations. It's obviously sort of a hard thing, and I was on the younger side. But when I got that apron, I sort of realized that I could really run with this food passion of mine, and hopefully kind of make it into a career as opposed to having it as this kind of side hobby that I'd always treated it as. So yeah, getting that apron I thought was a really, really kind of cool transition in my life. It was crazy getting as far as I did as young as I was, but I think they kind of liked that new, fresh perspective that I had, and I kind of came into it with this sort of not carefree attitude, but a really risk-taking sort of mindset, which I think helped in the long run, because I was doing all these crazy sort of conceptual things with the food that sometimes turned out not so well, sometimes really well. So I think that worked out and really kind of helped me. Growing up, I think my grandmother, my great-grandmothers I think they were just both really, really good chefs, and it was really easy to kind of be standing there in the kitchen and watch both of them and kind of take in as much as I could from that. And then eventually I kind of went on to sort of explore my own love for food, and I kind of built my own path with that. So I don't like recipes, but I always have loved just jumping in the kitchen, trying out my own sort of new things. Yeah, I love cooking pasta. I am Italian. I'm Italian and Persian, which I think is like super interesting background, and lends itself to a lot of cool types of food. But I've always loved kind of just hand rolling pasta, and oftentimes when people learn it, they realize that it's not as hard as it looks. But you can then take that pasta and do a lot of cool things with it. So I do love pasta, ravioli, that kind of thing. I think I was gonna go run with food anyways. I like to hope, at least. But at the same time, it's sort of hard to say, because I'd never had a time in my life where I really saw it as something that could be that long-term thing that I did with my life. So MasterChef was definitely that thing that allowed me to take that leap. So I had taken this food course at Harvard, and then they asked me to come back and speak after my time on MasterChef, which was pretty fun and kind of funny, because a year before I'd been sitting in that classroom kind of listening from the other side, and then I was all of a sudden speaking. So that was fun. I think there's a lot of different ways things could play out down the road, and ideally, in some number of years from now, I would love to be able to have some sort of food show of my own. So that's sort of the goal, and we'll see what happens. I remember I actually kept a diary in my room of all the funny stuff that Gordon would say, because there were a lot of sort of behind the scenes type things that you knew were never going to make it to TV, but those were definitely fun memories. So I do remember all these sort of times where Gordon would say something that would just make everyone burst out laughing, and it was definitely fun to be a part of that. But honestly, I think the one question that I get every single time is how was Gordon and what was he like? And I think he's got these sort of two sides, where he's this amazing person when you get to know him personally. He's this family man. He's super, super caring, and then you have this other side of him that he can kind of flip on, where he's very passionate and very intense, and will start yelling and swearing, and he's crazy in the kitchen. But it's really fun, and it's super cool that he has those two different sides. I'm Nick DiGiovanni. Thanks for watching this interview, and be sure to subscribe to Celeb Secrets for more.